Welcome back to 5 Minute Knives, the channel that sometimes, once in a blue, gets its hands on an auto. Today, we're going to talk about a knife that I purchased for personal use, but I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it because I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But first, let's try to sell you guys a custom Kydex sheath. We're back! Okay, hopefully you guys bought a custom Kydex sheath by emailing me at dragonscalejoe@gmail.com. Send me a picture of the knife you're thinking about having a sheath made for, how you want to wear the thing, and your color options, and I'll send you back a quote. You email me the knife, I mold the sheath, I finish it, possibly make a video for the channel, send the whole contraption back, and there you go. It's a happy transaction. I'm very blessed with good customers. Okay, the Protech. That's what we're going to talk about. The Protech Godfather. And this is one that I saw on the Blade Ops website. Okay, right here, Blade Ops. And again, you guys know that I team up with Blade Ops. I love Blade Ops. And why do I team up with them? It's because Blade Ops were one of the few knife retailers I never had an issue with as a customer. So I really like them a lot, just as like, you know, a dude. So I hit them up and said, hey, I've always been a fan of your site, and you guys have always shot me straight, fast shipping, decent prices. What do you say we team up for the channel? And they said, sure, why not? We'll send you a couple of knives here and there. You can review them, just ship them back when you're done. I said, no problem. And I get a slight discount if I want to buy something. So it's pretty sweet. Other than that, there is a link below to the Blade Ops. If you go on the site and you buy anything on Blade Ops at all, it helps the channel. I get a slight kickback. It's a pretty sweet deal. I like these guys a lot. And I don't mind promoting for them because I had good experiences. So with a straight face, I can tell you guys, I like Blade Ops. You should shop with them. Okay, pitch over. Protech Godfather. Here's the box, a bit of an unboxing. I've always liked how Protech does their boxes. I don't really own any Protechs, and I really love the action, the blade shapes. I myself am Sicilian, so I've always been a fan of the stiletto style blades. And here is the Protech Godfather. Okay. And I purchased this knife for myself. I'm just doing a bit of an unboxing for you. It comes in this schmancy little bag here. You got a limited lifetime warranty in here, and this is the whole contraption out of the frame. Okay, here we go. Protech Godfather. Why did I buy this one? Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you right now, a little bit of Earl there, that this is in an OD green and black. You guys know I am a sucker for that combo. Second of all, the green is so dark that it really almost looks black in some lighting, which I love. So I think this is just really, really classy, for one. I don't know. I just thought that this was Skexual. This is a Skexual knife. And I instantly fell in love with the looks of it. Always wanted to own one of these guys. Never had a Godfather. Now it's a 4-inch blade. Let's check out the action. That is a big part of why I wanted to own this. I love the action. I was always impressed by the action of Protech knives. Protech and also Piranha had decent action for the side autos. I really don't mind it at all. Simple button operation, boom, there she is, with authority. This thing out of the pocket, and there she is. Now it's a 4-inch blade and an auto to boot, so that kind of rules out most of you for owning it. And if you do own it, it's for personal use, right? Well, that's why I bought it. So where I live in Colorado, the longest blade length we can conceal is like 3.75 inches. This is a 4-inch blade. You're doomed from the start, right? So I knew that going in. And they run a little bit on the pricier side. I think these were $220. Now here's what's cool about it. I asked Andy how much my price would be for one of these. And it's not much less than you guys pay. Just so you know, I get a little discount. And he emailed me back right away saying what my price was, which was favorable, and that they're sold out. They were already sold out. And I was like, oh no, you know, I probably was maybe going to think about buying that. Then he told me, guess what? I saved you one. So because he was so nice and saved me one, I knew I had to buy it. So I purchased the thing. Here's the handle. Just gorgeous anodized green. But I knew I had to buy it because he's such a nice guy. Now, I don't have much of a use for this knife. I'm considering putting this on my cranky vest. To be honest with you, this is the first knife I've purchased in a very long time that I just bought because I wanted to own it. It's for my collection. For no other really good reason. I just wanted to own this. I think it's beautiful. And the blade shape is just like frightening. That is nasty. So we're going to get into the specs here. I know you guys want to hear that. So the blade length is 4 inches. The overall length is 9.25 inches. The blade material, 154 cm stainless steel, and it's got a bead blast finish in the black coating here. The handle length is 5.25 inches, and that handle material is that high-end T6 aluminum. Anodized a forest green. This looks like a forest green to my eyes. I know the purple light throws you guys off, but just beautiful as far as I'm concerned. The weight is 4.1 ounces, feels amazing in the hand. Here's the problem I'm having. There's my little Protechs, right? Shortly thereafter, I saw this knife. This is the Boker Hell Karambit. Okay, it's in black and red. And you guys saw my review. Hopefully, nobody seemed to watch it on this. I said, don't sleep on this knife, right? Now, you and I, you being the audience, and I seem to have a disconnect lately where I make a video where I get all excited because I'm making a video about a knife I think you guys are going to freak out about, right? Then the video comes out and nobody watches it. The Hell Karambit folder kind of went that way. And this has happened like 8 times. Every time I say, oh, you guys are going to freak out about this, you're going to love this, the Magnum Works Hawkbills that my friend Matt designs. I thought you guys were going to love that video. Low views. I don't get what you people like anymore. Every once in a while I have a video that takes off and it's always news to me. So here's the deal. I just make the videos I want to see. If it works for you, great. I'm just going to keep on going. There doesn't seem to be a rhyme or reason as to what you're going to watch or what the algorithm's going to pick up. So I'm just going to do what I like. This knife I absolutely love. Runs for like $100 and change on Blade Ops. Now, I bought this right after I got my Protech. And because I love this Karambit so damn much, and yes, I'll be honest, I love it more than I love the Protech. I know they're in very different classes, right? Very different knives, but they're both kind of in that novelty realm. The difference being is I can rock this Karambit anywhere and not be in any trouble. This is a less than 3-inch blade length. This is a 4-inch blade length. So I literally have this because I'm Italian and I wanted this for my collection. I have this for tater digging. This has replaced my Fox 599. It's a better Karambit. It's made better. It's got better action. It's just all the way better. So I don't really have any real use for the Protech. I gotta be totally honest. I love it. I think it's really cool. Don't get me wrong. And since they sold out so fast, I'm honored to have one. That being said, I wanted to show you guys, if one of you Canerfleys needs this, you know, like your grandfather before he passed away wished that you had an OD green and black Protech Godfather someday, and this is the only one that's around, shoot me an email at dragonscalejoe@gmail.com. Maybe I'll figure out a way to get this in your hands. That being said, I don't mind if it sits in my collection forever, and I do appreciate Andy going the extra mile to get it to me. Big time. But I feel a little guilty because I don't like spending a lot of money, and I bought this right after, and I wear it constantly. This is my favoriteest Karambit of all time. I can do some work with that. With this guy, yeah, definitely. I mean, I could see this going between a tater's ribs, right? This thing's nasty. And I saw somebody complaining in the comments when I mentioned it in another video that it was too slippery. The handle's too slippery, no texture. I don't find that to be the case. I have a good grip on this sucker. The handle kind of flares out here and here. And it gives me a good spot for my thumb. And even without that, my mitts get a good grip on this sucker. Now, I could see you slipping up in an extreme scenario. You hit a tater bone or something and kind of slip up and cut yourself. Possibly, sure. I don't think so, though. I think you will have a grip and command of this knife. The pocket clip actually helps your fingers index, too, which is really nice. I get a fine grip on this, and the texture on the coated aluminum here, or anodized aluminum, is it's just like a matte powdery texture. I love this knife. I think it's sweet. But again, if you guys needed it, email me at dragonscalejoe@gmail.com. Maybe we'll work something out. Maybe I'll even use it for a giveaway for the channel. That could be badass too in the future, right? If I'm limber and you guys all sign up for Subscribe Star. I'm a billionaire. I'm a multi-billionaire. Why not? After I hit my first billion, why don't I just give this to you guys? Anyway, I think it's really sweet though. The action is dope. The blade shape in itself really turns me on. I like this swedge on the top. It's a very light blade. It comes out with some authority. I mean, it's beastly. It's cool. I like the pocket clip a lot. It's a nice knife. Again, if this stays in my collection forever, I'm not crying. Perfect centering. Perfect centering. There she is from that angle opening. Just amazing. That angle, right? That angle. Just the sound, right? I could do this all day. and just reliable, awesome action. The button is slightly recessed. Tip up carry, right side only. And that's it. It's kind of like a showpiece. It's like a gentleman's badassery stiletto auto. Super cool. So, I don't know. I love it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys own Protechs? And what do you think about them? That being said, look for a second video on this coming out soon. I don't care if anyone watches it. This is my favorite Charambit now. I love this thing. And I love it so much that it's actually possibly freed this up for one of you guys. I don't know. Just because I don't have an everyday use for it. And you guys know that I'm an everyday kind of guy. I like to use everything I own. And this is just basically in my collection, you know, waiting for a bad day. But more importantly, just like a really cool knife. If you can carry this in your state, laws permitting, even better. But if not, and it just sits in your collection, I don't think you'll be upset. This is super cool. And it's in the forest green, which I love. They have them on the site now in red for like $210. These were like $220. Let me know what you guys think. As always, I love you. I appreciate you. Thanks for all the sheath orders. Thanks for watching the channel. We're going to keep rocking out. We're going to keep knocking out these videos. And I'll see you guys next time on 5 Minute Knives.